I have been known to say more than once that Learning Center people are the most resourceful people on the face of the earth, because more times than not, we're underfunded. And I just look for opportunities.
You're listening to Student Success Heroes, a podcast produced by Engineerica Systems. Welcome to our mini-series with Dr. Penny Turrentine, adjunct faculty member and program coordinator for Aztec Academics at Pima Community College. She is a greatly admired, deeply respected former Learning Center director and continued student-athlete mentor. We've discussed a few of the foundational pillars upon which to build your learning center. In episode 1, we discussed the need for continued professional development of learning center staff, and in episode 2, we addressed gaining support for the center from faculty and administrators. As we know, even with support for our centers, those center budgets that would reflect the support are not often easily allocated. So we often must make do with what we've got. Another pillar on which to build your learning center is resourcefulness.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some examples of how you have been innovative and created something out of nothing.
Yeah. So, for instance, when I was at East Campus, my first job, what we did was we had a wonderful bunch of tutors. And I made it a point to learn who they were. What are your skills? What are you interested in? Mm-hmm. I found out one of my tutors had a goal to work for IBM at the time, very techno-savvy person. And it turned out that we came to know about the website competition that is held every year. Frank was very involved in that. So I thought, we don't have a website. This tutor and I created a website. Didn't cost us a thing. What happened was we entered the competition the first time and we won honorable mention.
Wow.
When I went up to Washington, did the same thing there. Tutor and I created a website, entered in the competition, won third place. When I went to West Campus, 2 tutors and I worked on this, and we entered twice and won first place twice.
Awesome.
This cost the college nothing. At East Campus, we created, at no cost, the first online tutoring that the college offered.
Oh, wow.
The head of IT at East Campus brought us some extra computers. This other tutor I was talking about said, I think I know a platform we can use. And so she designed the online tutoring program. And we ran that from East Campus again, no cost to the college.
And this was a long time before now, right? When we're all online.
We're talking 2000, 20 years ago. Yep. I'm not above asking for donations. At West Campus, while I was there, I belonged to the American Business Women's Association. I was president of one of the chapters. And it turns out that one of the members, her son, was district manager for one of the major paint companies in the country. And so I was talking in one of the meetings about some things that the Learning Center needed, but, underfunded, you make do with the bare essentials.
Yeah.
And a few days later, I got a phone call from her, and she said, my son would like to donate paint for the Learning Center. We were due for, our regular repainting thing. And of course, they always paint walls white, I got to choose the colors.
Nice.
The paint crew from Pima College took the paint that was donated, painted the Learning Center for free, none of this was cost to us. And it wasn't too long before the campus president came to me and he said, you're causing me a lot of trouble. A little smile on his face, and I thought, what'd I do? And he said, well, everybody is enjoying and admiring the way the Learning Center works. Now they all want colors in their area.
Of course they do. Of course.
And then they put up this ugly wall in the Learning Center, and I thought, that just kind of is in your face. So I knew we had an art department on West Campus, and one of my writing tutors knew one of the students who was an art major. And so she said, I think you two should meet. I met with the student, and we ended up having one whole wall painted the most beautiful mural for free.
Oh, how neat.
And all the students who came into the center would come and watch the progress. Some would stop just to watch the progress. So we ended up with this mural, and the college newspaper came and did a story on it.
Awesome.
Again, no cost to the college.
And you attracted more people to come see it as well. So hopefully get some more students in the door.
Oh, the students started commenting. The minute the painting was done, the feedback from the students was incredible, much more than I expected. So it was pretty great. But the bottom line is that you just need to keep your eyes and ears open.
Yes.
I saw a bunch of chairs in an empty classroom, and I thought, in our writing room, the new paint color doesn't go with the chairs. So I went to, I think it was the VP of instruction, and I said, do you think we could trade those chairs for what I have in the Learning Center? Yes, we could do that.
Awesome.
So it ended up, we had coordinated colors, purely by accident and free of charge.
Now that's resourceful.
Yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do.
Awesome.
The only time it bothered me was when one of my tutors came walking down the hall, and he had this silk tree clutched in his hand.
Oh, boy.
And I said, Carl, where did you get that tree? He said, you've heard of Pima College reallocation of resources? I said, yes. He said, well, I just moved it to a new location.
Of course.
Oh, boy. Yes, it was still there when I retired. So,
I love it.
yeah.
I love it.
We had fun.
Yes.
That was one of the things that we did.
I think in one of my centers, we had a cardboard cutout of one of the Star Trek characters for a while.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It was fun. Although if you caught it at just the right angle, it looked just like a person, and so you'd get startled. But...
Whoa. Yeah.
We continue to learn and grow from our discussions with Dr. Penny Turrentine. Her book, Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About Learning Centers, and Then Some, can be found at H&H Publishing, and I'll put a link to this in our show notes. Join us next time for another one of the pillars on which to build your learning center. This show is produced by Engineerica Systems. We track everything so that you can take care of your center.